Hello, people. Let's have I think it will be rather short session of Whispers of a Machine. Okay, so this is day, 3, I think. Oh, let's go. Was it available before Filing Cabinet?
There's that feeling again. Whoa.
She's invisible. Tutorial cloak. Temporary invisibility. Touching a tangible object or activating another augmentation will break the effect. Okay.
I'm alone in here. No reason to hide from anybody.
What about me? Okay, filing cabinet.
I already searched that.
Really? I don't remember. Yeah, we found something there that we used to... what's the word? To fake the finger. Okay, let's go to the lobby and let's pray that there is no other murder.
Morning, Agent. Dr. Patterson asked me to tell you to meet him in the morgue. He's done with the remains from the recycling center.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look before I pay EPOs a visit.
Okay, let's go and have a look. What about nurse? Can I talk to her? Who are you, patient? This first time that I'm seeing a patient here.
He looks sick. I shouldn't bother him.
Okay. What about nurse?
Feeling ill today? Any soreness or fever? See if you can get treatment for something ordinary. The doctor gets so creepy when he's stuck in the morgue all the time.
I'm well, thanks. But I'll do my best to keep things brief down there.
So what are the chances that the doctor is the killer? I think the chances are pretty high. Let's go to the morgue.
Well, Leonard, it's been quite gross working with you. Hello again. I've got a present for you, Agent.
Is that so?
Yep, right here on this tray. If you're a fan of minced meat, I've got a bucket full of Leonard out back, too.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Good choice. The seasoning is subpar, to say the least.
You take your jokes way too far, Doctor. Now, what have you found?
Well, obviously, the poor man was shredded. Fortunately for him, it happened when he was already dead.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion. Can you tell me anything about the cause of death?
Not much with the remains in this state. No signs of toxic substances, but that obviously still leaves a lot of options open.
Noted. So what's this in front of me?
Oh, yes. I noticed a pattern on Leonard's skin, likely a tattoo. These are all the pieces I could find. Not sure how they fit together, but I kept them in case you wanted to have a look.
All right, I'll check them out.
Hey, a puzzle! It would be pretty morbid, just really touching that skin. Perfect.
Huh. Looks like Leonard had this symbol tattooed on him. I'll copy it to my notebook.
Okay, so that's it. Smart Scan said that it's shredded human male skin age indeterminate, and let's check whether it matches Leonard's DNA, and yes, it is his DNA. Maybe he was lying, you know. Biometric analyzer, let's talk to him. Dr. Person.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Okay, let's ask him about this tattoo first.
So this is how Leonard's tattoo turned out.
Interesting. What does it mean?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Looks like one of those runes Maya liked to litter the town with.
Oh, wait, that's her doing?
Yes. As I understand it, she was a major voice on the building committee.
Huh. I've been wondering where all those symbols came from.
Yeah. Me, personally, I like the aesthetic. I think it gives the town a distinct look.
Definitely. The tattoo doesn't look runic to me, though, but I'll keep your theory in mind.
Okay, let's show him the photo of Katarina.
Do you know who this is?
Yes, that's Melinda, one of the teachers in the school next door.
Tapes.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Leonard's key.
I found this among Leonard's remains.
Ah, it's safe to assume it belonged to him then.
Agreed. Any idea of what it unlocks?
None whatsoever.
Murder weapon.
I finally got my hands on the murder weapon.
Ah, yes, it definitely looks the part. Where'd you find it?
At the scene of Leonard's murder.
Any prints or traceable remains on it?
I'm afraid not.
Well, at least it ties him to Carl and Maya. Either they're all victims of the same murderer, or he killed them himself.
Yeah, always something.
What about book?
Are you familiar with the Conduit?
Little terrorist organization. What of it?
Well, have you ever heard about it still being around?
I'm sure the ideology still thrives in places. The lure of artificial intelligence will never be fully diminished.
Right, but you're not aware of anyone being more than a little interested.
If you're asking me, would I report a terrorist if I knew one, the answer is yes. But currently, I don't.
Okay, thanks.
Because they're dead? Because you killed them? Free Church of Epos.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of Epos?
I try to steer clear of those people. Any form of superstition, religious or otherwise, is of no interest to me.
Katarina.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
I know who she is, but that's about it. She's not a patient.
She's not? Even though you're the only doctor in town.
I wouldn't read too much into it. As far as I know, she's a young, healthy woman, and she moved here just a few years ago. She may not have needed any medical care since her arrival.
Could be. And what can you tell me about Leonard?
What do you know about Leonard Dahl?
Polite and well-spoken fellow, judging by the few times I met with him.
All right. What did you meet with him about?
Well, typically just routine work when someone hurt themselves in the recycling center. Seems like a hazardous workplace. I hear about accidents occurring there almost on a weekly basis.
Let's move on. So what should be my next step? Well, I think that I need to go to the Church of Epos. If only we had a map in this game, because I don't remember where it is located. And the poet is still not here. Well, I went the wrong way, okay, so let's go to the junk heap. And North Town. So these are flowers. Maybe he made them flowers after I talked to him about them being flowers.
Looks like I was right about the flowers.
Mummy Road, Recycling Center, Junk Heap, Mall. Oh, the mall. Young man, is this that poet? Yeah, I need to go to this church, I guess. Let's talk to this young man first.
Change of venue?
Yes, this is where the recital will take place later. Great acoustics.
Ah, can I have a little foretaste?
Very well. The same wind, my dear, the same wind, shook the walls of Jericho, dried your tears. No Lee to be found, no trust, nor joy. This fire you were set to guard, and I to rest by its side. Not a whisper to be heard. Let it be known, we're here, all alone.
That was great. I love the ending.
You're too kind.
I don't have an opinion personally. Will she go to the cafe yet?
Maybe later. I don't feel an urge for...
Ladder. Can we go up this ladder? No, we cannot. Okay, let's go to the church. Guard. Pictures. Door. Birdie. Doorway. Door. Some lamps. Let's talk to the guard, maybe. Personally, I wouldn't want to talk to anyone here. Wallet hole?
Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of Epos.
I've
If
seen
you
him
wish, you
somewhere.
can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
I have official police business, though. Special Agent England.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass. You're gonna need papers. This is a diplomatic sanctuary.
There's no time for that. I'm trying to solve a triple homicide.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am, but I can assure you that there are no murderers here. I'd suggest you take this up with your superior.
There's no time to mess around with paperwork. I'll need to take things into my own hands.
Candles.
A neat row of candles, probably for ceremonial use.
Pictures.
I'd guess those are members of the church. I don't recognize any of them.
Logo.
A fancy-looking E. It's the Epos logo, I believe.
Beauty. Chairs, tables, land. Anything that maybe I've missed? No, I don't think so. So which door is it? I think that I will not be able to go through this door, right?
Hey, get away from there.
Yes.
Members only.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
So I will go through this door.
Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. There are a few people in there.
Let's go talk to them.
Looks
no?
like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. There are a few people in there.
I would have wanted to go and talk to them. Okay, let's use this cloak
I
then.
need to get out of sight first.
Oh, yeah. Let's get back, I guess. Will it work? Yes. And it wasn't difficult. What's happening? I don't like it. Framed quote.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. Suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two.
Filing cabinet.
Sturdy looking filing cabinet.
Ventilation panel.
A ventilation panel. Can't reach it from here.
Okay. So this is a door, but don't think I will be able to access it because I will need to open this door. So the guard will notice that the door is being opened even though if I'm invisible. So let's not do that. Pictures.
Looks like a timeline of how the Epos seal has changed over the years.
Should I maybe take a picture of this? Just in case. Okay, original logo.
The original Epos logo from before the collapse.
Well, this looks similar to the third logo. Right? Yes, I think that I'm right. Second logo.
The second version of the Epos logo from sometime after the collapse.
Third
The
logo.
third version of the Epos logo, designed about 15 years ago.
Current logo.
The current version of the Epos logo.
Okay, let's compare this tattoo to this version of the logo.
No way. It's the tattoo design. That must mean Leonard is a member of Epos. Or, well, he was, at some point at least. I'll get rid of the sketch, now that I've identified the symbol.
That wasn't too hard. Okay, let's go through this doorway. Anything else, by the way? Card pictures, frame code. No, I think that I'm good to go. Ooh. Safety deposit boxes.
It says LD on this box right here. That's gotta be Leonard Dahl. Locked, obviously.
Let's try and open this with his key, right? And
Got a
it
written
worked.
piece of paper.
What's written there?
Grandmaster Otto, if you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady. I'll have to find his brother and figure out what the quote is.
Okay, let's become invisible again. Just in case someone comes in. Cool.
Some kind of large pool or bathtub.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to use forensic scanner. I doubt that it will show me anything, but maybe. Leonard's DNA, by the way. Will it show me any fingerprints here? No, it's too clean. Smart scan? No. Carl's bio? Maybe he was here at some point? No. Maya's bio? Okay, let's continue then. Oh wait, I do not have Leonard's fingerprints. I only have his DNA because it would be impossible to get his fingers, I guess, from his body. Let's go in this doorway.
Some kind of assembly hall with plenty of people inside. I should stay clear.
Okay, so what will be our next steps? We need to find Leonard's brother and favorite book, Fawcett.
Alright, let's see if this works.
What the heck?
That should keep him busy for a while.
I honestly didn't think of it.
Some kind of metal workshop, with a few men working on what looks like construction materials. The room's a dead end, so I'll avoid it.
So we're going to go through this door. Is it open?
Locked. Damn.
So I guess that I need to find a key, a new key, and I don't have it yet, so let's get back. Oh yeah, the water is going through
Not
the...
right now. I should explore this place while I have a chance.
Oh really, so what do you suggest then? Try to open this door with the scalpel?
That action doesn't seem productive to me. A ventilation panel. Can't reach it from here.
What if I could move this filing cabinet?
Ugh, it's stuck.
What the hell is that noise?
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
Ah, I need to coincide it with the noise. Okay.
All right, it's this one. A ventilation panel. Can't reach it from here.
Okay, big vent.
I'm alone in here. No reason to hide from anybody.
6 new members over the last month. The Bacarbo parish is also doing better now.
They managed to resolve their financial difficulties?
Oh yes, Elsa is doing great work there. Sending her on our behalf was the right call. That brings us to the subject of these horrid murders.
Vile acts, for certain. I pray that the church will stay clear of any blame.
Why shouldn't it? We had nothing to do with those atrocities.
I know that, old friend. But surely our enemies will not ignore an opportunity like this.
I suppose so. Our violent past coming back to haunt us.
Sadly, the fact that one of our people was victimized will inevitably draw eyes upon the church.
Yes, maybe it's in our best interest to invite the police as a gesture of good faith.
It would certainly show them that we have nothing to hide.
Very well. Let's bring the subject to a vote at the council tonight.
At the very least, it seems like the church leadership didn't sanction the murders. I'll wait a bit and see if they leave.
So let's snoop around. Secretariat.
Administrative paperwork.
Nothing interesting? Armchair.
I don't think it's safe to go back that way.
I just wanted you to sit on it. Bookshelves.
Wow, that's a lot of books. They have an impressive library here.
Yeah, I like it here. More bookshelves.
Wow.
So what, just an exit? That's all? I'm kinda disappointed, if I were honest. Anything interesting to scan here? And I guess let's go to the exit.
Welcome, visitor.
Oh,
Awkward.
Special Agent, Violent Crimes Central Bureau.
Oh, it's you again. The man from the train.
Indeed. I never forget a face, but I'm afraid I didn't catch your name.
It's Agent England.
Ah, I am Vilgut. I assume you are aware of our legal status.
Yes, I've been informed. But tell me this. If you had nothing to hide, why would you invoke said legal status?
A church needn't have things to hide to be protective of its privacy. But to prove you wrong, I'll answer any questions you might have.
All right. I'll take you up on that.
Okay. Let's turn on biometric analyzer. Well, I don't know, I have so many things to talk about. Let's start from the beginning.
What do you know about Carl Oscarson?
I must confess I didn't even know his name before I heard he was a murder victim.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
I believe I've seen her around town with the school children, but I don't know much about her.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
He's no member of the church, but he's a fine man blessed with strong Christian morals. Compassionate, forgiving, and open-minded. I was good friends with his late father, and I'm glad to see that his son followed in his footsteps.
So this is like a Christian church. This is not a new faith, I guess. I think so.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
Cunning woman, that one. She's been a thorn in our side ever since she joined the town council.
Yeah? How so?
She has a penchant for political obstruction. Things like hindering our building permits or imposing unreasonable restrictions on our street preaching.
Why do you think she's been acting that way?
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say she has some kind of grudge. Some Christian out there must have greatly angered her at some point.
What's your opinion on Maya Strand?
She was my polar opposite in almost every way. But I enjoyed the occasional late-night chess game with her in the canteen. It's fascinating how trivial activities like board games can bring such different people together. Goes without saying that I was as shocked and appalled as anyone when I learned of what happened to her.
What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
He and I have quite different takes on life and death, to put it lightly. But alas, a man of my age needs to see a physician regularly to keep the Grim Reaper at bay. So I grit my teeth and endure half an hour of his morbid humor for the sake of my health.
What do you think of Valter?
I don't know him well, but he seems like the kind of man who plays the part of the clown to hide a deep wound.
I think maybe it's the Valter who killed all those people.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Kurt's nephew. We only met briefly a few times.
So Leonard Dahl, one of your members, was killed yesterday.
I had a feeling your inquiry would lead us to him.
Can you think of anyone who would want him dead?
No. He was a loyal member of the church for many years. Kind of a loner, but always helpful and polite. He did have a strangeness to him, though. A look in his eyes like he was stuck in perpetual contemplation. It seemed as if he was constantly on the verge of, but never quite able to reach, some sort of profound revelation.
Any hint of a violent side to him?
No. To my knowledge, Leonard never committed any violence, nor did he express any desire to do so.
Do you know who Leonard Dahl's brother is?
I believe his name is Rolf. Quite a shady character, if you ask me.
Oh, the gardener, right?
Yes, that's him.
The gardener? Have you met him?
What can you tell me about Rolf?
Not my favorite person. He mocked the Lord when I first met him, and I don't take kindly to that sort of behavior.
Ah, the gardener. The one that told me where to find that plant that I was looking for. Right.
What do you know about the murder in the workshop hall?
Not much at all. Only that a carpenter was brutally killed there in the night.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Only what my fellow church members have told me, that Maya Strand was stabbed to death by a mysterious killer.
What's your take on the conduit?
Oh, those heretics? Haven't heard anything of them in many years. As far as I know, they are firmly confined to the ash heap of history by now.
Some might argue with that. Your church has a violent past with them, hasn't it?
There's no denying that. We fought many battles with their kind in the youth of our movement.
And now?
Don't be absurd. They are practically eradicated, and we have been a peaceful group for decades.
What do you think about their teachings then?
Certainly dangerous doctrines if left unchecked. The conduit believes humans will create God in their image, instead of the other way around. In their folly, they forget that humans are flawed, and that their creations will inevitably inherit those flaws. The false God they aspire to create may demand sacrifices they're not prepared for.
This church, EPOS, what are your teachings?
At our core, we are an Orthodox Christian church. We believe in the one true God and His only Son, Jesus Christ.
And what sets your group apart from other Christians?
Two things: the reverence of the essential humanity in each and every one of us, and our stalwart opposition to false idols. Prior to the collapse, the great flood of our time, we arose as a reaction to the disgraceful habits of that era. The widespread worship of anything and everything but God. Wealth, fame, mindless pleasure. The sickening mutilation of our bodies to the point where some were more machine than human. And the worst of all, the pursuit of AI superintelligences. False gods that humans aspire to construct for themselves. We oppose it all for the glory of our Creator and the salvation in our future.
And how do you go about preventing people from worshiping these false gods?
Not by violence, if that's what you're implying. Such things belong to the past.
So it's just a coincidence that the only armed man I've seen in Nordson was right behind your doors?
Sadly, the world is still in a state where men with guns are a necessary evil. However, no laws have been broken. We have every right to bear arms.
Do you know what kinds of books Leonard liked to read?
One book he borrowed frequently was The Kingdom of God is Within You. In fact, it still hasn't been returned. It should be among his estate.
Would you be able to say if he had any favorite quotes from that book?
No, you should ask someone who spent more time with him.
Fine, I'll do that. What kind of book is it anyway?
It's about non-violence, to summarize.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay, am I done here? Do I show him this note?
I'll keep it to myself. I don't want the church to know too much about the case.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, he knows Katarina that she was a teacher, so there is no reason to show this to him. Tapes?
I don't need to show him that.
Knife?
That's evidence. I shouldn't show it to just anyone.
Book, we asked about the conduit, scalpel, photo. Well, I think that I'm done here.
That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.
Oh, the passage led back here. Good. Since I left the door unlocked behind me, I'll be able to come back the same way.
So what do we do next? I need to find this Rolf doll, but I need to find the book first. Or a book quote.
Apparently Leonard Dahl liked a certain book quote. I should try to find out what it is.
Maybe his apartment was in that shopping district? This is Rolf, good, but I need to find the book first. And maybe I need to talk to Rolf first.
Hello, Rolf.
Hey, look, I'm pretty busy here. Not really a good time to talk.
This can't wait. You heard about your brother, right?
It's a small town, what do you think?
Sorry about your loss, but I really need to ask you some questions.
Fine.
No, I don't want to tip him off before I figured out the exact quote.
Well, I thought so, but, Uh, let's start from the beginning again, I guess.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
Sure, I've seen her around, but that's pretty much it.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also...
Sure.
What's your opinion on commissary?
For a chief of police, he's all right. He's actually fair, unlike some of his underlings.
How so? You think they're harassing you?
Abso-friggin-lutely. One little mistake, those guys start hounding you night and day.
You mean Gabriel?
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
The cop? Can't say I enjoy his company. Last time we met, he gave me a couple of nasty bruises.
Resisting arrest?
That'd certainly be how he'd justify it.
What do you think of Stina Ruth?
I have no idea who that is.
Did you know Maya Strand?
A bit. She approached me a few months back about refining edible plants into a nutrient paste. I helped her plant some quality fungi for it, in exchange for a cut of the harvest. Then she got herself killed, so I guess all of that was a waste of time.
That's a morbid way of looking at it.
I guess so. I'm sorry about what happened to her, but I still gotta eat.
Right.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
I'm trying to stay far away from that wisecracking quack.
Quack?
You heard me. All I need in terms of medicine, I find in herbs and plants.
And Dr. Pearson doesn't take kindly to that?
He should mind his own business is all.
What do you think of Valter?
He's kind of a loon, isn't he? And coming from me, that's saying a lot.
What kind of relationship did you have with your brother?
The sibling kind. We weren't enemies, if that's what you're asking. The rest is really none of your business.
Wait, I think that I need to go and to that address filing system and search for Leonard's address. Then I will be able to get into that apartment.
What can you tell me about yourself, Rolf?
I'm not in the mood for small talk. Ask your questions so I can get back to work.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Nothing but the talk of the town. That Maya Strand was stabbed by some maniac.
What do you know about the conduit?
You know I'm a gardener, not an electrician, right?
That's not... Never mind. I'm sorry, Rolf, but I have to ask you about your brother's death.
I know, and I wish I had something to give you, but I don't know what happened.
So you have no idea who'd want to kill Leonard?
It's gotta be the nutjob who killed those other people, right?
It's possible, but far from certain. When was the last time you talked to your brother?
A week and a half ago, or so.
Okay, how did he seem? What did you two discuss?
He was his usual self, but what we talked about is private.
Look, every little detail matters. What he said could be the key to finding his killer.
I'm not gonna betray his trust. If you want to arrest me, go ahead. But that's all I'm gonna say.
What can you tell me about the Church of Epos? I know for a fact that your brother was a member.
So? That's not a crime.
Come on, Rolf, work with me. Don't you want me to catch your brother's killer?
Yes, he was a member. But I'm not. I spent 10 years trying to get him out of that place.
Why would you do that?
Because he changed. He became this sullen, slow, serious, fucking block of a person. He used to be so full of life, you know? I know he died just yesterday, but the Leonard I grew up with, he's been dead for a long time.
I understand, Rolf. Thanks for sharing.
I honestly find it suspicious that he's relaxed while talking about all this. Okay, let's go to the...
That's it, for now.
Good.
Let's go to the police.
I'm trying to find a book quote that Leonard Dahl was fond of. Any ideas?
Maybe ask his coworker, the guy from the recycling center.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, wait.
All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
I think that Leonard lived just right inside that recycling center. I'm confused. I need to check. I will go to the Anderson's office to check this address files, records.
I don't think I need to look him up.
No?
I don't think I need to look him up.
Well, okay, that was a waste of time. Let's go back to the recycling center then. Yes, right, this book. So this book should be right in there, right?
There it is, the book from the library. Got it. The Kingdom of God is Within You by Leo Tolstoy. This looks ancient, pre-collapse for sure. A number of pages are marked in the margins, likely to easily find them. Even if one of the marked pages contains the quote I need, there's too much text. I'll need more to go on. Maybe someone who had regular contact with Leonard would know the quote if they saw it.
Ah, you found the book.
Yes, it was among Leonard's belongings. Do you happen to know any quote from it that he was fond of?
Afraid not. I didn't have daily contact with him, so I couldn't say.
Well, who could say? I think that I need to try and find that worker from the recycling center. Okay, continue. This patron is a new patron and it looks very curious, I say. Smart scan says nothing. Everything says nothing, but this is curious figure. Can I talk to you?
Hi there.
Hello, stranger.
Newcomer, right? What brings you to town?
Is it that obvious? I'm here for matters of the faith, you could say.
I understand. Well, best of luck with that.
Maybe I should try and use the biometric analyzer on her.
A strange woman in hooded clothing.
So what, we are done? Okay.
Hey there. How are you holding up?
Oh, you again. I'm doing okay. Any luck with the case?
Some. Have time for more questions?
I suppose.
So many questions, too many questions. Let's just be direct and ask him about this book.
Have a look at these marked pages. Does anything remind you of things Leonard used to say?
Give me a minute, will you?
Sure.
Here. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Leonard used to say that whenever I was late for work.
Perfect. Thanks.
No problem.
Okay, well, should I ask him anything else? I don't know. I think it will be a waste of time, but anyway, let's do it.
Do you know anything about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Not really, just hearsay. I'm sure you've heard it all before.
Do you know anything about the murder of Maya Strand?
No, I rarely go to the museum these days.
What do you know about the conduit?
You mean like for electricity?
No, it's an organization. Pro AI.
Oh, never heard of them.
What can you tell me about Leonard's death?
I already told you everything I know about that.
Sorry.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of Epos?
I don't know much about it, but going to church doesn't sound like the worst idea. Maybe I should go and light a candle for Leonard.
You do that.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
A little bit. We both grew up here in town, but we weren't friends or anything. He seemed like the last person you'd think would get murdered, though. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Was he a member of church?
Do you know Katarina Berg, the teacher?
No, I have no
Oh, no,
idea
he
who
wasn't.
it is.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
I normally don't have much contact with the police, but from what I can tell, he does a fine job.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
Never met her, but I'm not much for politics. I have enough to worry about down here in the real world.
Did you know Maya Strand?
I didn't, but I wonder how the museum will recover from her death. She was the driving spirit of that place, and I can't think of anyone who'd be willing to pick up the reins.
What's your view of Dr. Pearson?
He's as weird as they come, but everyone knows that. He's a fine doctor anyway.
What do you think of Valter?
Oh man, he's hilarious, but some of his robots really give me the creeps.
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
I couldn't say. I've had very little contact with him.
So tell me what you know about Leonard.
We already went through this. I don't have anything new to add.
Okay. What about his brother?
Do you know Rolf, the plant master?
Sure, he brings our gardening waste to the recycling center every week. He's kind of an asshole, though. Always seems to be trying to rip you off.
I'll let you get back to your drink.
Okay, good luck out there.
Okay, well, now let's talk to Rolf. Rolf was on Mimir Road. He's
Hey,
still
I had a
relaxed.
few more inquiries.
Fine.
The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity.
I don't believe this.
You have something for me, Rolf?
I guess so. You know, you're the last person I was expecting. Was my brother a police informant?
Yeah. We were building a case, but that's all I'm at liberty to say.
Shit! That's crazy. Wait here, I'll be right back.
That's interesting.
Here, now go bury the bastard that killed my brother.
I'll do my very best.
So what's this? An unopened package?
Let's see here. There was an audio tape and a few documents inside.
Well, I need to take this tape to Maya's place. What about these documents?
These look like surveillance reports. It seems that Leonard was investigating Carl, Katerina, and Maya. The museum, the junk heap, and the apartment at Mimir Road are all mentioned as locations of interest. Leonard must have followed them around town and documented their activities. There's not much new to me in here, but there's mention of multiple tape recordings. Maybe they can offer some other clue to the killer. I need to figure out some way to play that tape.
Don't worry, we're just going to go to the Maya's place. So what's her name was Lisa. Has gone. It's not here. It's in the museum. Yes, here it is, audio station.
This tape is in pretty bad shape, but I might be able to do something with this machine here. Alright, looks like the machine has analyzed the tape. Maybe I can reduce some or all of this noise.
How? I need this trick for my recordings in nature. Vera cannot filter multiple noise sources.
I shouldn't do that before I filtered out all the noise.
Okay, so we removed all rain now. So I need to find a way to remove all the clacky noise. Good. So what else do we have? Wind. Thunder. Cool. I wish it was as easy in real life as here.
I can't shake the feeling that someone is onto us.
We've been careful. You're imagining things, Carl.
Maybe. I can't wait to be done with all of this and just go be a family.
Me either, my love. Me either. Did you get the package?
Yes. Had a look inside. CPUs, neural cores, major third-degree violations.
I don't like it any more than you do, but it will keep Maya off our backs for a while.
Fuck, Mel, It's too hot. Terrorist classified hot. By definition, we're terrorists now.
Don't be dramatic. We'll keep our heads down, let Maya have her fun, then eject from this whole mess.
Things used to be so simple around here.
Well, I know where they talked.
Interesting. If only I knew where it was recorded.
It was recorded in the shopping district, that's definitely. Unless this is not the only place with wind chimes.
Oh, those must be the chimes I heard on Leonard's tape. That means Carl and Katerina were here when they were recorded. I should have a look around.
Oh, now you're going to the bench.
I wonder. There's something taped here under the bench. A tape recorder. This must be what Leonard used to record Carl and Katerina. There's still a tape inside.
Okay.
Crap, looks like the recorder is busted. I'll just ditch it and keep the tape.
Okay, let's go back to the museum again. Let's listen to this new tape.
Let me worry about Carl. I'll find a way to make him see the value of our cause.
He's a liability, Katerina. It's only a matter of time before he figures out our true plans for the vessel.
Maya, just don't call our child that.
What? Vessel? But that's exactly what it is. A vessel for Holdra. Don't get emotionally attached. We must put our own selfish desires aside. How many children can she not save? How much suffering can she not end?
I know, Master, it's just hard. What if something went wrong? What if this is all for nothing?
You need to have faith, sister. Ever since I was little, I have sung to the tune of these machines. Now, is your wrist implant working as expected?
I think so. Doesn't itch anymore, at least.
I'll run a diagnostic later. I also put in a little surprise.
Let me guess. A bomb?
Is that sarcasm? It doesn't befit you. No, a fake biometric signature.
Oh, for the city trench coats? Why would one of them ever come to Nordsund?
It's just precaution. We won't remain here forever. I haven't gotten us this far by avoiding contingencies, have I?
I suppose not.
Katerina played me good. She is one of them. I must go and confront her.
This is so interesting. This is curious, I like it. I like this turn of events. Oh, who are you, Scavenger?
He looks busy sifting through the junk. I'll leave him be.
Okay. Hello, friend.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I am well prepared for tactical engagement, Alex. There is no need for concern.
If you say so, honey.
You have me worried now.
Katerina?
What happened?
Huh? If someone is there, show yourself. Strange.
Yes, it is strange indeed. I don't like it even one
Katerina,
bit.
wake up. She has no visible injuries, but her pulse is extremely weak. Something must have happened. I need to go get help.
From what I can gather, some kind of brain trauma has put her in a comatose state.
Damn. Can you determine the extent of the damage?
Difficult to say, which is typical for most brain injuries. She could wake up in 5 minutes. She may never wake up at all.
What could have caused it? Could someone have done it to her?
It's theoretically possible that she suffered a stroke, but her symptoms are eerily similar to victims of sophisticated interrogation techniques.
Interrogation techniques? Like what?
I'm no neurologist or nanoengineer, but from what I learned in medical school, there are advanced torture devices and energy-based weapons that can cause symptoms like this. All of them illegal, of course. Your colleagues at the Bureau may have more information about the subject.
I see. I will consult my contact here in Nordsund. Perhaps she has some knowledge on the matter.
Very well. I will remain here overnight and monitor this woman's vitals.
Good. Thank you, Doctor. Stay frosty, Gabriel. Whoever did this to Katerina may decide to come back.
I'll try, ma'am. Be careful out there. U-Run is drawing near.
U-Run?
You didn't hear? The storm. That's what people are calling it.
Oh. Must be a big one. No Stina.
Maybe that was her who did that to Katarina?
Quite a mess. Could be caused by the storm. Or...
Doesn't look like it caused storm. It was caused by a storm. Wine glass.
Quite a mess. Could be caused by the storm. Or... It's Stina's scarf.
Oh!
Stina! What the hell?
Sorry, kid. Can't let you stand in my way.
I should have known it was you.
Wait, what? That's it?
Damn it. Why'd she have to get so close?
Oh no, I'm alive.
No, this wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on, darling. I've got this.
Oh my.
Damn. The strain on my blue to keep me alive must have knocked out the Augs. I've never felt this cold. I need to find a way to heat myself up before I get hypothermia.
Okay, framed photo of Katarina, tape 4, book, and that's it. Temp tweak. Path back upstream.
I could follow the stream back to Nordsund, but it's too dangerous to do that through the storm.
I heard that feeling
This
that it could be
work as
steam.
firewood, if I find some dry kindling to help ignite it.
But I also had feeling that I didn't really trust the doctor. So that's interesting. More. Weeks, cave, round.
This area in front of the cave looks suitable for a campfire. It's a shallow cave, but I should be able to take shelter from the storm in there. I need to get myself warm and dry first, though.
Okay, let's go further. Collect more twigs and sticks now. Not going any further. Campfire spot. Okay, then twigs.
Okay, I put the firewood in place. I'll need some dry kindling, too.
And dry stick.
This straight stick would work well as a spindle for a friction fire. But I'll need to assemble kindling and firewood in the spot first.
Book?
I hate to do this, but it's a matter of survival. Damn, too much wind from the east. I need to shield the campfire with something.
With what? A branch. Okay, with
a
branches.
large branch. Damp and not ideal as firewood, but could be part of the shelter. Damn, it's too tough to break off by hand.
I need to find something then. But I don't see anything here. Maybe I'm missing something.
Damp through and through. A photo of Katarina. The glass frame is broken, but I might be able to use the shards.
Oh. Yay.
I've gathered a few dense tree branches, but I'll need some way of tying them together.
Well, this will be done easy with the tape.
Yeah. I might be able to tie it all together using the tape. All right. That should catch any wind coming from the east.
Remember last time we went camping?
How could I forget? What didn't go wrong that weekend?
Well, we were never hit by any meteorites or struck by lightning. But other than that,
At least my friction fire skills have improved. I never thought all that survival training would ever actually pay off.
Avoiding death by freezing may have been a decent incentive.
You could say that. As much as I enjoy your company, I'm not quite ready to cross over to the other side.
Day 4, early
Looks like
morning.
the storm has subsided. I should try to make my way back to Nordsen. Ow. There's that familiar feeling again. I seem to have developed an ability to regenerate wounds, likely due to the trauma last night. No sign of my previous augmentations, though. I may need to replenish my blue to get them back.
Okay, can I regenerate myself? Let's go upstream.
So, the conduit. They're trying to create an AI superintelligence.
It would appear that way.
I can see the appeal. An AI singularity would be a source of immense power.
A source of immense danger as well. We don't have the third decree for nothing.
Such a being would become like a god, right? It would have the power to do anything.
Almost. In the long term, its capabilities would approach anything possible within the boundaries of physics.
Hell, it might even be able to bring me back. The real me.
In theory, yes. But given the risks involved, it would be absurd to pursue the singularity for that reason.
You know what's absurd? What's pretty fucking awful? Being dead.
I need to get a grip. This is just me talking to my subconscious. He's never coming back.
Maybe that's for better.
Pull yourself together, Vera. You have a job to do.
It's a long way.
Stop right there, Agent.
Now, this is unexpected. What possible reason could you have for greeting me at gunpoint?
We have reason to take you into custody. Please come willingly.
I assume I can't convince you two that you have been deceived? That my accuser is the guilty one?
Save it for the interrogation, Agent.
It seems Stina got the police on her side. I need to get out of here.
But I really thought,
Hey, up here! Looks like you got yourself in quite a pickle there, Missy.
Stating the obvious won't help, Valter.
Oh, I know. Sorry. Just trying to lighten the mood.
Well, I'm happy you're here. At least somebody was able to evade Councilwoman Ruth's influence. Can you inform me of what happened in town?
Oh, gee, I'm not sure. But I think Lady Ruth pulled a fast one on the commissary and his second in command. I overheard them saying that you were a sleeper agent or something, and that you minced that guy in the recycling center.
Me? That makes no sense at all. I must find a way to clear my name when I get out.
Shouldn't you try to escape first? That's kind of a prerequisite to any name clearing.
Obviously. Can you assist?
Perhaps I could put on a show for the cops and make a clear path for...
Quiet. Somebody is coming. Leave now. I'll look for a chance to do something.
You up to something, England?
Not at all. Just waiting for the interrogation.
Good. Shouldn't be more than an hour or two.
I don't remember who that is. But they didn't let me finish that. At the moment I thought the doctor told that those could be symptoms of interrogation. I thought about Tina. But I hope that well, that's why I was reluctant to talking about her, to telling her truth about Melinda and Katarina. Well, anyway, I don't know.
Hey! He's ignoring me. It requires a key. I can't do anything with that now.
Glass shard? So I cut myself?
A desperate strategy, albeit necessary.
Really?
What the hell?
So what are my next actions? Do I just run away or what?
Jesus! What did you do to yourself? Hang in there.
Oh, that was wrong action. Okay. Throw it's him?
I could, but I doubt my throwing arm is quite up to par. Besides, I don't want to hurt the guy.
Oh, I could have clicked regeneration. Right. So let's do it again, I guess.
A desperate strategy, albeit necessary.
What the hell? Jesus! What did you do to yourself? Hang in there.
Can I click it? Yes.
Oh, come on. Let me out!
Well, what do we do next? Keyhole.
I shouldn't mess with that anymore. I need to get out of here.
Okay, where do I go next? To my quarters? I doubt so. Town square, but it's I will be too visible there. I don't know.
I should get my notebook back before I head out. I think it's on the counter.
Where? Oh, evidence bag. Okay.
Got my notebook back.
Anything else? Nothing?
First things first. I need to jumpstart my lost augmentations if I'm going to have any chance of defeating Stina. The technology left behind by the conduit members may have something I can use.
You mean go to this apartment? Oh!
This is unfortunate. Somebody has triggered a premature birth and taken the child. An innocent life is now on the line. I better hurry up and find a way to restore my augmentations.
How could you let this happen? Don't you realize how important she is?
I couldn't have predicted this. Why are you getting so emotional?
I'm sorry, darling, but I realized just now what the conduit are really trying to do.
We've been over this. They're trying to create an AI singularity.
Not only that, they plan to contain it within the child, to bridge the gap between AI and humans.
Oh, that actually sounds like a plausible theory.
I know I'm right. That child would have the power to bring me back.
You're presuming that this AI would do your bidding. That's a dangerous assumption.
If we're the ones who awaken Huldra, she'd owe us her very existence. Please, it's our only chance. Save the child, and then save me too.
I think he's been hacked.
I have no idea what to think anymore.
I don't think that this is any real.
Looks like the fetal fluid from the tank.
It contained blue, so I guess that it would help me somehow.
The womb tank looks completely empty. Oh wait, there's some kind of switch here.
Vial?
That looks
This is
like a
blue.
vial of blue. It must have been fed into the fetal fluid. I could try to power up my augs with this vial, but I'll leave it in the cooling unit until I have a way of injecting it.
Help. Oh, chamber open, close, and status. Honestly, not sure. Chamber status. Let's check its status. Premature. I missed it. I guess it's all cool. Vessel ready. Rebirth imminent. Press any key to continue. Glory to Huldra. Open box.
Looks like this was filled with supplies for caring for a baby. Some are missing.
So nothing to use it on this file. I'm kinda scared just to walk away, and I guess that I will need to go outside and find something.
Wow, you made it out!
Stating the obvious much?
I need to know all about your daring escape.
It was a close call. I had to rely on some dangerous self-harm and, well, your distraction, I presume. Thanks for that.
Anytime. Hopefully it won't take too long for you to clear up this whole mess.
That would certainly be preferable. There's too much at stake.
I have no doubt. Now, what can I do you for?
I have to find Stina Ruth. Any idea where she might be?
I often see her around this part of town, but I'm not sure where she lives exactly.
Why would I want to find her first? And I want to find a way to get that blue.
What do you think of Rolf?
Funny guy. Smokes like a chimney and drives one hell of a hard bargain.
I guess that this is her apartment.
Looks like an apartment building.
You think I should go and talk to Katarina? I don't think it will be safe to go to clinic to talk to Katarina. Am I right?
Command was adamant, and I saw fit not to ask questions.
Makes no difference to me, standing guard here or at the train station, as long as I can feed my kids.
At the very least, we're less exposed to the weather in here.
Afraid your pretty beard might get all ruffled up?
You'd see what it's like for yourself, Cullah, if your face ever matured past puberty.
Ha! Touché. Anyway, our school teacher here, is she expected to, like, wake up?
I was informed that she's fully comatose. We are to guard her from the fugitive.
Therefore, from me.
It's too risky to handle those deputies without my augmentations.
It's empty in morgue. Syringes. Oh yeah!
Got an empty syringe.
Good. So I can get the blue out of the vial, I guess? I think so. Should be logical.
Alright, it's filled with blue.
So, how do I use it now?
A syringe filled with blue. Let's hope this works.
Let's hope. How do I just use it on myself, like so?
Even this diluted form of blue should restore some of my previous functionality. Alright, back in business. But I still need to find a way to clear my name. Maybe somebody can speak on my behalf.
Like who? Who can speak on my behalf? Who is good to me and who they will trust? So what do we do here?
This snooze is the best. I can't get enough of it.
Why a person would voluntarily put a toxic brown lump in their mouth is beyond me.
You don't know what you're missing, man.
Oh, you just
My boy has been doing much better lately.
You just turned and looked at me and you didn't see me. Snazz box.
Look on his face.
Oh shit! It's the prisoner!
Halt, fugitive!
Okay, that was a mistake. I think that I need to find something to use on this snooze box. Medical supplies. I feel that I need to do something with these snooks, but I don't understand what. Find a way to distract them somehow. Oxygen tank. Medical supplies.
So how long you been in Norton
bag
now?
faucet.
6 months, give or
Bandages.
take. Starting to get
Electrical
settled, I think.
cord.
Alright.
I need to become invisible. But if I go in here, it doesn't...
So how long you been in Norton now? It's the prisoner!
Halt, fugitive!
She's weak, but breathing. I need to come up with a way to wake her up.
For the most part, it's been nothing but a tranquil little hamlet. Up until this recent display of... Uh-oh.
For crying out loud!
Relax. Must be a blown fuse. You head for the door.
Come on, it wasn't working, as far as I
Don't
remember.
take too long, alright? I have a bad feeling about this.
I won't. Shouldn't be too difficult to find that fuse box.
IV bag.
Looks like an IV bag filled with liquid nutrients.
Okay. Bandages.
Unused bandages. Would come in handy in a pinch.
But you're not taking it. Okay. Blue box.
It's filled with cannulas, those little needle things used to connect an IV. Got one.
Okay.
A portable medical kit with all the essentials.
You don't take it. Medical supplies?
Various medical supplies.
No, nothing. Oh.
Okay, now what?
I have no idea. If I knew what you've done now. Just kind of love with Katerina.
She's already connected to the other end.
I don't understand what she's doing.
Okay.
To myself? Oh, cool. And what's next? Regeneration.
Hey, what's that? You awake?
Barely. Why is it so dark in here?
We're working on it. Hang tight, I'll go get help.
Katerina? Can you hear me?
Ow, yeah, barely. My head is killing me. Who's asking?
Hang on, I'll get some light in here.
Christ, that's bright.
Sorry.
There. Who did this to you, Katerina?
That hag. What's her name? The foul-mouthed woman at City Hall?
Stina Ruth?
Yeah.
As if you didn't know.
I need you to tell the police what you just told me. That will give us a mandate to go after her.
I don't know about that. Sounds like you need my help, sister. What's in it for me?
The possibility of having your offspring returned to you, for one.
Wait, what? Did something happen?
Yes. Somebody triggered a premature birth and kidnapped your child.
No. Fuck. Okay, I'll help. She came out of nowhere, touched my forehead, and everything went black. My knees caved and I could feel something greedily carving through my mind, nibbling at my memories. It was terrifying.
Are you certain that this assault was done by Stina Ruth?
I'm positive. I saw her clearly. Strangely enough, she didn't seem to care about hiding from me at all.
Did you get a sense of what information she was looking for?
Not really, but the whole process felt frantic, rushed.
Why do you think she even left you alive?
Fuck if I know. Maybe she was interrupted or she just assumed I would never wake up.
This testimony certainly improves your case, Agent, but I'm still not convinced.
Elaborate, please. I'm struggling to see why this information wouldn't be enough to rescind my arrest order.
Look, a longtime trusted member of our community has accused you, an outsider, of murdering Leonard Dahl on behalf of terrorists. Now you are relying on a suspected member of this terrorist cell to clear your name. Surely you can see what the problem is.
It's impossible for me to have committed that murder. I was in my quarters all night.
Can anyone corroborate that?
I had the evening shift. I saw her enter her room at around 10.
That's a start. Who took your place during the night shift?
I did, Commissary. No one came in or out of the police station until early morning.
Why am I hearing about all of this now?
With all due respect, sir, no one tells me anything. I didn't know it was important.
Well then, I have to admit that we no longer have grounds for an arrest. I'm releasing you from custody, Agent.
I'm glad you are starting to see reason.
Yes, my apologies. There was something unnatural about the councilwoman. She was very convincing. How would you like to proceed?
Stina is an ex-agent and extremely dangerous. Given my training and background, I'm best suited to deal with her. Stay vigilant and be on the lookout, but do not engage with her unless you have no other choice. I will handle her alone.
Understood. Oh, and before I forget, here's your weapon.
Good. I'll need that. Thanks. Let's meet up later at the station. You'll leave a deputy to keep an eye on her, yeah? She's far from harmless.
Of course.
I have so many questions.
Now, with that out of the way, it's time for us to have a serious talk.
Can't wait, sister.
It's in your best interest to cooperate. The faster you answer my questions, the faster I can pursue the kidnapper.
Fine. Ask your questions then.
Sure, but one thing needs to be taken care of first. Your wrist implant.
You're in luck. I can't feel it anymore, so the doctor must have taken it out.
You know anything about that, Deputy?
Yeah. Dr. Pearson had some theory about a foreign object in her body causing the coma. He cut out a small device from her arm.
Noted. I'll have to ask him about that when I'm done here. We are ready for a formal interrogation then. Are you trying to resurrect AI?
What do you think? Did you happen to skip past the conduit section in all those textbooks of yours?
I know them by heart, but I'm more curious about your logical reasoning. You must know that AI almost destroyed our entire civilization.
AI had nothing to do with that. Alarmists and doom prophets were responsible. The old world was a place of wonder, you know? Limitless wealth and prosperity, and we threw it all away.
You're omitting the looming threat of our own destruction. Human evolution, even with genetic engineering, stands no chance of catching up with an AI singularity.
Why would we even need to catch up? Are we really that scared of anything greater than us? People treat AI as some outside force with an intent to destroy us all. AI is our own creation, our progeny. What sane parent would fear their children surpassing them? We're still seeing things through the eyes of the fucking primitive predators we really are. Kill or be killed. Anything remotely resembling a threat must be destroyed.
You're incorrect. It was simple self-preservation.
I used to be just like you. I wish Maya was alive. She could have helped you understand.
I am more open-minded than you might think. Why don't you give me a chance?
What's the point? You'll only use the information against me. You'll take my child away or worse. If you want my confession, you have it. Yes, I'm guilty of trying to save humanity. Yes, I'm guilty of trying to awaken Huldra, what you'd call an AI superintelligence powered by a singularity.
I have a recording where Maya called your child a vessel for Huldra. You're trying to create a human-AI hybrid, right?
You're wasting time. I'll tell you everything when my daughter is safe in my arms. Until then, I'm not saying another word.
That wasn't successful at all. So what do we do next?
Keep up the good work, Deputy. Sorry about the whole...
Trying my best, ma'am. And, yeah, you really pulled a fast one on me there.
Aha. And by the way, I was wrong about the snooze.
Dr. Pearson?
Ah!
Whoa, relax.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry about that. I was told you found something in Katarina's arm.
Oh, yes. A small tubular implant right here.
Thanks. Have you been able to determine what it does?
No, I can't make head nor tails of it. I'd suggest asking an engineer.
Fair enough. Have you checked the other bodies for similar objects?
Maya had a peculiar wound on her wrist, but no implant. It is possible that the killer cut it out.
And Carl?
Alas, he was cremated before I got a chance. The next of kin was really fussy about that.
Damn. Where are the ashes?
Still in the oven. I was about to collect them.
That one?
No, the one in my kitchen.
Excuse me?
I'm joking. You really need to lighten up, you know?
I'll worry about that when the case is solved. Excuse me, Doctor.
Let's see.
Wow, the implant is still intact. It must be made of some strong materials.
That's it? It was fast, okay.
2 electronic wrist implants, extracted from Carl and Katarina.
But Maya... Okay, well, the only engineer that I know is, Valter, so I have to ask him. Not sure that it's his area of work, but let's try it.
Oh my god!
What?
Are those robot eggs?
Nisa, no, that's not quite. You better take those away before he gets excited. He keeps bugging me about a little brother.
Okay. Well then, I guess it's not you.
Hi again.
Hey there.
It's not you who would be helping me, okay. Engineer. Do I know any engineers here? The only engineer was Maya. Can I use it somewhere? I don't know. Or maybe this device? Really?
The device reacted, but nothing happened. Maybe something's missing.
The third implant? Let's try this apartment and shopping district again, maybe?
Looks like an apartment building.
I don't know, police station? Maybe talk to someone.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
Maybe?
Do you know what these are?
They look like computer chips in some sort of protective shell. Clearly a third-degree violation, right?
Hard to say without the assistance of an engineer, but most likely, yeah.
So can you help me find an engineer?
A shame Anderson proved to be so susceptible to Stina's trickery.
Yeah, what could I say? I don't want to disrespect him, but between you and me, I wasn't that surprised.
Oh, of course.
So, do you know where I should search for Stina?
No idea. I'd look up her address and start there.
I thought so too.
So, Valter ended up saving the day.
He did. Shame on us for not dealing with this better ourselves.
Stina Ruth.
Alright, looks like her address is at 5 Lindgren Street. I think that's up the stairs opposite Valter's shop.
Yes, I've been trying to go there all this time. Would have saved me time, you know? Well, it's dirty.
A diploma for especially distinguished service, signed by the bureau director. It's probably from back when Stina retired. An old badge from when Stina was a police officer in the city. Various items to care for a baby. Stina must be the kidnapper.
So the question is, was she alone or did she have an accomplice?
That's the biggest bottle of booze I have ever seen. A discarded beer bottle. I don't need to mess with that. A number of empty glass vials in a neat package.
More cassette tapes.
There were a couple of tapes here.
Ashtray.
A smoker too? It seems that Stina is a woman of many vices.
And it's still hot. Tape player.
There's a tape player.
Good, so I don't have to go all the way to Maya's hideout.
Report number 3. After roughly a month of surveillance, I am sure there are no more than 3 people in the group. The leader and the young couple. I have been unable to determine the location of their mainframe, but it must be in one of the key locations here in Nordsund. They rarely go down to the ground. The shack in the junk heap appears to be connected to a large makeshift antenna, so they may have access to long-range communications. The leader keeps referring to her wrist implant as a key, but I'm not sure to what. In any case, we should make sure to obtain it when we strike. We're starting to reach a point where we know enough to take action. Let's meet after dark at the usual place and discuss our options. Leonard, signing off.
Okay, so that was Leonard.
I know what you said, but I can't wait any longer. They're getting too close. The child will be born in a matter of weeks. If they finalize Project Huldra, it'll be the end of us all. I'll take care of their leader first. I've gained her trust, so it shouldn't be hard to get along with her. As for the child, the host, God forgive me, but it is an abomination. I will do what needs to be done. Make sure you destroy these tapes. If things go wrong, I don't wish for any blame to fall on you or my church. You have taught me much, Councilwoman. If I fail, I trust you'll find a way to resume my sacred duty. Goodbye.
So, if Leonard killed the conduit members, who killed Leonard?
She, of course.
That's some shaky aim. Withdrawal? Those empty vials tell quite a story. I better try to track her. She can't stay cloaked forever.
Peter?
Looks like this hasn't been functional for a while. That was a close call.
That's right. Okay, but I need to find the third wrist implant. I guess it should be here somewhere, no? Bottles?
A few identical bottles. I would guess they contain alcohol.
Maybe not. Bed?
Not even a blanket? Stina? Looks like Stina accidentally spilled something on the floor.
So what's this? Stain chemistry. Oh, so you mean I should follow this, oh, what's the word for it? Okay, I need to follow the stains. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. I also didn't think that she would be living in such an awful state. Stain chemistry? So she's somewhere there. On the town square.
Looks like the tracks continue west, past the canteen.
Yeah, to the tower edge. Is she here? No. She's hiding somewhere.
Good grief, that's a huge bird.
Scared? Maybe that was a sign of something. The sign that I should be careful. Okay, so where is she? Well, I think that she's in the museum. Oh.
Ugh, this thing is heavy.
Of course.
Stina, even if you defeat me, the Bureau will send everything they've got.
Fuck it! Damn you, Leonard!
Trying to rationalize your own vile actions, are you? I assume you took his life.
Of course I did. That brainwashed idiot forced my hand. I just wanted to steal their technology, and he decided to go on a fucking killing spree. You don't get it, Vera. We're both living on borrowed time. Blue clings onto you. You'll never be free. You'll see. The only way is to give in and let it absorb you, consume you. The key to our full potential is right here. If you join me, I'll show you how. I'll show you everything those mindless drones at the Bureau try to hide from us.
I'll only accept your surrender or defeat, Stina.
Time for you to earn your stripes then. Give it your best shot.
My service pistol. It fires conventional project. The battery's the limiting factor, lasting for about 80 shots in quick succession.
Okay, so what do I shot her?
Another one bites the dust.
It wasn't successful. So, I don't know. Do I have anything interesting here? Oh, I could use this hovercraft to blind her.
That's cute. You don't think I can see through it?
My service pistol. The battery's the limiting factor, lasting for about 80 shots.
What are you doing? My idea is not working. Oh! That's weird.
Don't cry. You're safe now.
I guess this is it, Agent.
I agree. Those wounds look lethal. I'd advise you to make your peace with the inevitable.
Before you ask, the baby is okay. I'm not a fucking monster.
Good. Why'd you even bring it here?
I thought it would unlock this damn mainframe. Since Maya's stupid implant didn't work, she sure had a thing for security protocols. You can consider the case closed. Leonard took out the conduit members. Then I put him down like the rabid dog he was. What's more important than my petty little life is what you do with what's on that computer.
It contains the code to Huldra, right? A powerful AI?
Yes. Adapted for a blue biocircuit. I thought I would be the one to merge with...
Stina?
She's died.
Good job, my love. She had to go.
I wish I could understand what she was trying to do.
We'll probably never know. No point in thinking about it.
I need to gain access to the mainframe. It's the key to ending all of this.
Yes. Project Huldra is in our grasp. You know what to do.
I don't like how you sound, you know? So...
She had another wrist implant in her pocket. Likely Maya's.
Yes, I need to put it into this device. Enter help. File list. Play audio. Activate Fenrir Huldra. Help. Exit. File list. Log 1. Okay, so how do I... Wait, what if I use command play and use file log 1?
Huldra's kernel is functional, but all my hybrid simulations have failed. The host always suffers from massive cognitive dissonance. We're likely dealing with an interface problem. Ordinary adult augmentation simply won't provide enough bandwidth for a successful cognitive symbiosis. I've been researching prenatal augmentation, and my initial findings look promising. Synchronizing the growth of a nervous system with an early introduction of blue may be the key.
Okay, so it worked. Play log 2.
The young woman I have come in contact with has shown herself to be bright, dedicated, and loyal. She is willing to offer a child for our cause. The next step is to find a father, but we have to be selective. We can't risk this man exposing our activities. I also finally managed to acquire a sample of blue, but I am not proud of the things I had to do to get it. I just hope my city contact made it out alive.
Play log 3.
We've just finished the work on the womb tank. I'm still skeptical about this Carl, but Katarina assures me she can keep him on a leash. He seems like the jumpy paranoid type. I'll play along for now, but it's likely only a matter of time before he becomes a liability. Anyway, the tank needs some further testing, but it won't be long until we can attempt an artificial insemination. While we wait for the vessel to mature, I've established a self-destruct mechanism called the Fenrir Protocol. If we are ever compromised, it can be used to prevent our sacred work from falling into the wrong hands. The program will completely wipe all drives and backups. We can't risk our foes using Huldra for evil. It could well lead to the destruction of this entire planet.
Okay. So I don't know. I wish I could save at this point and come back late. Like, save by one option and come back later, but it doesn't work like that in this game. At least I don't think that it works like that. So I don't know. Wouldn't want to see different outcomes if I activate Fenrir and if I activate Holdra. I don't like how this Alex sounds when he talks about activating Holdra. I don't think that it would be good. So I think that I will activate Fenrir. This process will permanently erase all data. Continue. Yes.
This is the only logical course of action, Alex.
No, you can't. If you do this, I'll be gone forever.
You're already gone, Alex. I love you, but you're gone.
I guess I really am, huh? Maybe it's time to stop pretending.
Yes. Living in denial like this is too destructive.
Yeah. It's time for me to go.
It is. Goodbye, Alex.
Goodbye, Vera. I love you.
Oh my.
That's it. It's done. Time to get you back to your mom, Peanut.
Thank God. Is that her? Is she okay?
Your child is unharmed. You must be recovering fast, given your transfer here.
I'm all right. The headaches are almost gone, and I'm getting my energy back. What happened to Stina?
Deceased. I also activated the Fenrir Protocol in your secret lab. Project Holdra has been terminated.
What? You did? Fuck. No, you ruined everything.
What's done is done, but you can still be a mother.
Oh, please. You'd think they'd ever let me keep her after everything I've done?
She's right, you know. A woman who experiments on her own child, she's way too dangerous to be a parent.
I'm never getting out of prison anyway. Just take her away. She's better off without me.
This is sad. Would I be ready? Well, not I. I know that I wouldn't be ready, but would be Vera ready to take her and she'll be safe? I don't know. This is game.
I'll take her. She'll be safe with me.
Good. Just go. Get out of here.
You know, Alex, for a moment, it nearly made sense to go through with it. When a loved one is within our grasp, it's so easy to start rationalizing, to treat incredible dangers as nothing but exaggerated, irrational fears. I learned to overcome those selfish emotions and accept the cold, hard truth. You're gone, and you're never coming back. I'll come back here every once in a while, but it won't be like before. I've become a parent, and that means a different set of priorities. For the first time since you passed away, I find myself curious about the future. And I think that's something worth holding on to.
Yeah, cool. Is there an option to get back and try activate Ultra? Okay, so I'm watching a video on the YouTube. So headset ready attached to the target host. I think it will be a baby. Yes, that's the only option to use the headset on the baby. Okay, so in this version of events, Vera is taking Katarina away herself from the cell. And she's just walking, and Katarina joined Vera. They're walking to some people that Maya told that they can trust. Okay, so that's it. No, I like my ending better. I think it makes more sense. Well, this is it. Thank you for watching. When I say, see you next time. Bye, bye, bye.